Yeah, I mean, after a bad week, and we have had a bad week, there's no getting away from that. You know, we'd conceded 12 in the last 3, which is, you know, we can go on about that. But we had a really bad time. What we needed to do today was to win the football match. We've done that, you know, and if you want to be critical, you know, it could have been and should have been a lot more. You know, I think first half, I said to the boys at half time, I think realistically we went in 1-0 up and it should have probably have been 5. But we stuck to the job and duly got a reward by the end. And as I say, run out 3-0 winners, I think it sort of gave a true reflection on the game. What we've got to do now is try and build on that, be a bit more clinical, and try and string 1 or 2 results together again. There were signs today where I thought 1 or 2 put in better performances, and as I say, we've got to build on that. So we'll go again. We'll work on it in the week in training and go again next Saturday. We will, and you know, we'll probably, as we are, you know, we're looking to see if we can strengthen the squad at the minute. It gives us a week now to see if we can bring any of that to fruit. You know, we have worked this week. We haven't sat on our backsides. We have been talking to players. Nothing's really happened at the minute. We'll continue that. Obviously, Eddie will be back in. And back to train on Wednesday, so he'll train Wednesday and be back into the squad on Saturday. But as I said to you early doors, we've got to now try and string some results together and push on. You know, in football, and it comes round where you have a bad time. We've had one of them, and as I said in the papers this week, it's about everybody sticking together. We win together and we lose together, so you know, we'll not get too excited about today. We'll just try and grow on it.
To be honest with you, it's a tough one, because we tend to either all be flat or all be there and thereabouts. And I think recently, on this sort of negative run that we've had, the first goal has gone against us, and that's killed us. And that's sort of, everyone's then gone flat from there. Because believe it or not, the games that we've lost recently, we've actually started quite brightly. And previous to that, we've always said we've started slowly. So we were sort of working well in one way, but then as soon as a goal went against us, heads went and it was sort of, oh no, here we go again type thing. Today was good. We started well, we moved the ball well, and although it wasn't overly quick tempo, we all sort of had a bit of control. And I think because we had the work rate, we'd sort of said before the game, the most important thing is working with your mate, either working with your player in front of you or your player next to you, to make sure no one was working on their own. We sort of managed to keep ourselves, not in the game, but we kept ourselves lively and didn't allow them to do what they wanted to do. And that helped from minute 1, because we had a majority of the ball, we had a majority of the chances. And on another day, we could have been 3, 4, 5 up at half time. I mean, there's been some good chances, balls flashed across the goal, Billy's had a free kick save. There's been no end going on, that on another day you come away and you go, bloody hell, we turned up today. Whereas 3-0 you think, yeah, that's comfortable, but I think the important thing was the work rate from all of us. We went back to basics and went, right, work hard, work with your mate, go from there, and we'll build on it. And it was a good start, and it's a good footing now for us to carry on. Yeah, for me, Millhouse he's one of those that he's been brought up as a footballer, and every time he's on the pitch, he's there to play football. He's not there to kick and elbow people. He's not there to shout at people and rough people up. He is a footballer. So having him at right back and giving him plenty of the ball means more often than not he will find a pass going forward, which suits the way he plays and suits the way Furry plays. So there's quite a good connection between them, and with him, I think, if I'm honest, not doing pre-season because of his accountancy commitments and then his holiday, he's probably not given himself a chance to get fit, which, being the type of midfielder he is, where he arrives late into the box and he is a box-to-box midfielder, he's probably not set himself out in the best way to do that. He's probably still a bit unfit to do that, if I'm honest. But from right back, gets on the ball, controls the game from there, and I think that's why he's seen as quite effective. For me, he's a midfielder all day. You'd have him in there, and like you say, last year was potentially first name on the team sheet every week, and he's going to be doing the right back role because it's like Hitwell's not fully fit, so Millie has to fill in the gap, and Dick's decided to go with it and it's worked, so we'll sort of take it from there and build on it. But for me, he's a midfielder, and I think if you talk to Millie, he'll say he's a midfielder as well. Yeah, it's quite refreshing actually, because usually it's the side with the budget is going to be up there and they get the most respect, so they probably win games they shouldn't to start with. But this year it's been a real, whoever turns up is going to beat the opposition, and everyone seems to be beating everyone. No one's consistent week in, week out. I know there's teams that have been unbeaten and are on sort of good runs, but still there's no one pulling away with the league. So yeah, we'll go there after sort of training midweek and see where we end up in terms of, we'll do the things we did today, we'll then build on it, we'll try and add more to it, we'll try and build on the tempo of the game, we'll try and better ourselves, and see where we end up. I don't think we've got anything to fear, and I say it's one of those where whoever turns up and does the best on the day will win the game, and they're no better than us and we're no better than them, so we can't go into it thinking we are, but at the same time we can't go into it thinking we aren't. So it'll be a good game, and we'll definitely go on the road and sort of look to get another 3 cherries and build on it.